Hello everybody, it's me, Colton Johnson with Empty Popcorn Bucket Productions. Obviously, I don't have my popcorn bucket. I didn't get popcorn today, but that's alright. Today I'll be doing a review for Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Michael B. Jordan and Hailee Steinfield, among many other greats. So, to get this out of the way, I consider this movie already the best movie of the year. I've seen a handful of movies this year. Some have been outright terrible, and some have been not great, and some have been good, I guess. And there's been one other movie that I also considered really great. But this movie takes the cake. Sinners is a Western horror film that takes place in the 1930s and, like mentioned, stars Michael B. Jordan, and he plays two twins, and they start up this club. Long story short, involves vampires, and it's nuts. It is crazy. I can't really describe just the magnitude of what this movie is without really unboxing it to the point where I just want people to go see this. It's the point of my review. This movie was breathtaking by the cinematography, the music, the acting, the visuals, everything I thought was phenomenal. Has a little bit of a slow start at the beginning, but as the movie takes its pacing, it picks up and when I say slow, I don't mean it in a bad way. I mean it just there's exposition and it just gets into the world we're gonna see, and it builds up to one of the greatest cinematic scenes of modern filmmaking, in my opinion. I thought it was fantastic. So there's a few strong points of this movie, like one of them being the music. I felt like the music in this movie is fantastic. There's also an album connected to this movie with some pretty great songs, so go check that out. But the music is a very important and key instrument into the plot of this film. And it plays a role into certain things that take place, and it's out of this world. Fantastic. The performances, phenomenal. And I don't know the full name of the actor. It's Miles something. He plays Sam. He also incredible. Like I mentioned, Hailee Steinfield does great. The actress who she plays Hunter B-15 in Loki, she was in this movie. She also does a fantastic job. I just feel like the cast of this movie did an amazing job portraying their roles. This world feels lived in, and it's one of those movies that you really don't know what's going to happen, and there's certain elements that are just so freaking amazing, and I just wish I could fully just take out my brain to describe it to you, but I feel like that's determined on you going to buy a ticket to this movie and checking it out for yourself, because isn't that the point of movies? To go see it and enjoy it and enjoy the spectacle that it is. It's the cinema, and I feel like this is a breath of fresh air. It's an original story, and I feel like that's something that is lacking in today's world. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with remakes, sequels, reboots, prequels, whatever, adaptations, but I think it is very important to go to the local cinemas to support these original movies, so then we can get more original movies. One good example I think of is Pixar, okay? They have a reputation of doing sequels to some of their iconic movies, and most of them are pretty good. And they've recognized that those movies make money. Like, for example, Inside Out 2 made a crap ton of money at the box office. And so they look at the reception of their original movies of recent and notice they don't have much of a kickback as, or they don't have much of a success compared to some of their sequels. But I feel like for movies like this, standalone movies from notorious directors like Ryan Coogler himself, it's great to see their vision into an original world, an original story with original characters. It's very important for cinema to have these sort of moments that we can just sit down and enjoy. There's all sorts of original movies that derive from specific ideas that take elements from other movies and jumbles it up to a fantastic movie, and this is what it does. It takes a Western genre, which I would say it's a post-Western because it takes place in the 1930s, and I've not really seen that before, but it also takes elements of the horror genre, mixes it together with a little bit of music. It's like a lightning in a bottle. And it's brilliant. I think it is a movie that is unforgettable. I'm still thinking about it. I saw it 3 hours ago and it's just still on my mind. I definitely want to go back and experience it again. It is just so great. And I don't know what else to say, but we need more movies like this. I wouldn't say we need more sequels to it. And I feel like this movie does a really good job wrapping up its plot in the way that it does. If you are planning to see it, not really a spoiler, but stay until at least the mid-credit scene because it provides a really good epilogue to the story and it is pretty great. Another really great thing about this movie is it's really focuses on the idea of family, togetherness, acceptance in a great way. And I really like the way they do that, especially from the perspective you get two twins and their cousin, but you get the opposing side or of it all, and it all comes together and it's breathtaking, great. I just, my brain just can't wrap my brain around. What? My brain can't wrap this movie's got my brain all over the place. If you've seen it, tell me what you think of the movie in the comments below. And I'm excited for more movies to come. Next week, I will be doing a review for Revenge of the Sith. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be releasing as part of its 20th anniversary, which makes me feel a little old. I remember seeing it at 5, but you'll hear more about that next week. Thank you so much for watching. I love making videos here on YouTube. I also am making videos on TikTok where I've recently found some success. So if you want to check out those videos, they're the same videos that I mainly post here on YouTube as my shorts, but go check those ones out as well. Thank you again so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye.